Good morning. I'm Assistant Chief Chandra Hatcher, last name Hatcher, with the Houston Police Department. And I'm here this morning in Southeast Houston. I'm going to give you very preliminary information that we have on a scene out here. And the address we're at is 11700 Algonquin. We're in an apartment complex, and our officers received a call at approximately 4:56 a.m. and the call was a meet firefighter urgent. Our officers arrived out here, and at the time that they arrived, HFD arrived at exactly the same time. Very preliminary information that we have at this point in time is that there's a 9-year-old male who is deceased. When our officers arrived, they spoke with witnesses and some neighbors and determined that at approximately 4:56, right before the first call went out, a mother was heard screaming in her apartment for help. The neighbors came down to assist her, and what they found was an unresponsive 9-year-old boy laying on the floor in the apartment. One of the neighbors immediately started CPR, and then HFD responded to the scene as well as HPD. Firefighters attempted to conduct CPR, and then they immediately transported the young male to an area hospital where he was pronounced deceased an hour later. Again, this is very preliminary information. What we know at this time is that the young male appears to be malnourished. There were 2 other children also with the mother, a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. The mother as well as the children all responded to the hospital. The mother appeared to be very upset. CPS has been notified, and our homicide investigators are at the hospital speaking with the mother. So we will continue to conduct our investigation to determine what happened. Based on the mother's comments, the child did have some recent medical conditions as well as a long-term medical illness. At this point in time, we don't know how that played or did not play into what occurred early in the morning. So again, this is very preliminary information. We don't have anything much else to share, but as additional information becomes available, we will make sure we get that to you. So I'll take any questions you may have at this time.
Did the other children appear malnourished?
They did appear to be malnourished, yes.
And is this going to be a criminal investigation then?
At this point, we don't know. As I mentioned, we still need to do more information. The ME needs to determine the cause of death. And based on what the mother is telling us, the child did have some medical conditions. We don't have enough information at this point to determine if there's any foul play, but we are continuing to investigate all leads.
Did anyone else need medical treatment? The mother of the 2 children, you said there was also 2 younger children.
No, at this point in time, only the 9-year-old.
You said malnourished. Can you give a better description than that? Like, are we talking like severely malnourished, or just looks like they might get a meal or 2 every few days?
So thanks for the question. From the information and observations here on the scene, the 9-year-old was extremely thin. His stomach was sunk in, and that's pretty much the extent that we know at this time.
Did neighbors give you any additional information that they are concerned, or that they have made calls for service, anything that can help us?
One of the neighbors did mention that they have seen the children asking for food. Did not provide a time frame. We know that the mother has lived in this apartment complex for approximately 2 months. But when we looked inside the apartment, there is food in the refrigerator and in the kitchen. So that's all we have at this point.
Was there a father involved? Was there a male?
We don't know. It was just the female and the 3 children.
It was the condition of the apartment livable?
The apartment was didn't have much furniture in there, but as I mentioned, there was food in the refrigerator. She did move in recently, so we don't know is that the normal state of the apartment, or if there's other explanations for the lack of furniture in the apartment.
With the mention of malnourishment, did heat have anything to do with it? Was the apartment overly hot, or did they have active?
Not that we can tell. The apartment was not overly hot. It was comfortable.
Any more questions? Chief, thank you very much.
Thank you.